Oftentimes we watch videos with a certain expectation due to the headlines. There's promised something to us and we want to learn about it and we want to understand how it actually works, and then we watch a very long video and some advertisements in between, and in the end we finally understand that the question that is raised in the headline is never answered. That's frustrating. So let's get right to the point. How can Max enter the Northern Territories without breaking the jaw? And here is how it works. I tried it twice. There's this little point on the map, and that's it. Well, some of you might want to know a little bit more about the background, and I'm gonna talk about that. Also, some might claim that I've already been to the Northern Territories, that I've already entered the jaw, and I will show you the material where you see that I will be actually, or that Max will actually be behind the jaw while the jaw is still closed. Also, I will show you that I have not all the fireworks that you need to break the jaw, and I will also show you that the sideways, one to the west, the other one to the east, are both closed as well. First of all, you might want to know which system I played Mad Max on. I played Mad Max on a PS4. I'm still playing the PS4. So this was all recorded on a PS4 Slim with Mad Max patch version 1.06. So now that we know it's possible to enter the Northern Territories before you actually break the jaw, you might want to know from what point in the game is this possible? Is it possible right from the beginning? At least I had that question after I realized that I was able to break through. For obvious reason, we at first have to finish the missions that take place in the Outer Graves. We start the game in the Outer Graves, and they are in a closed area, which we are not able to leave. At first, we have to get the car body, and we have to free the first oil pump camp. And after that, we can start the mission that allows us to leave the Outer Graves. Actually, we have to leave the Outer Graves. And then the game wants us to meet Jeet at his fortification. And I was thinking, can I just skip that and go directly to this little canyon, or however you want to call it, where I got through? So I went there, and what I can say is it was not possible at that point in the game. But once I've been to Jeet's fortress, I was able to pass the point. So I think one precondition is that you have to meet Jeet before you can get to the Northern Territories. I know it sounds a little bit funny, because why should the programmers set a precondition before they allow you to slip through this little hole in the invisible wall? Well, maybe I just had bad luck, but at least from what I know is you have to meet Jeet. I told you that I will show you how the jaw looks from the inside, so to say. So how it looks when you come from the Northern Territory. And here you can see the jaw, this huge entrance in the middle of the map is still closed. And it's the same with both sideways or pathways. One on the western side, this is on the western side. And what you can see here is I'm trying to get over this point where you have the invisible wall, and it's not possible. I can't get over that point. Also, I tried to climb up the ladder, because up there is this application where you can open the gate, and as you can see, I'm not able to get there. So no way out here. And similar story at the eastern pathway. Here you have a lot of junk in the way, as you can see, and from the other side, from the southern side, later in the game you get a truck with a lot of explosives on it. So there's a mission where you can get this truck, and then you drive into this pipe and you just detonate the van or the truck, and then this sideway is opened. But at the moment it's just closed, so no way here. The only way then later on to easily travel between the Northern Territories and the Southern Territories is through fast travel. And the points for fast travel are these hot air balloons. So you can fast travel to the places where you have these hot air balloons. Well, some skeptics might claim that you can see on this map here that this northern area is already red before I entered it. And that might be a reason to assume that I've been there already. Well, what I can tell is, as I tried to enter the Northern Territory, oftentimes I just made jumps with the car in the direction of the Northern Territories. I was trying to get over some cliffs, some rocks. I tried so many different things, as you can see here, especially in the very, very west. I thought there might be a chance. So this is where I tried at first, because there you have this gate, and I thought, well, the rocks around the gate, maybe there is a way, but it didn't work out here. But what happened was that the Northern Territory turned red. So these two areas, Nitsek and Wailing Wind, both in the south of the Northern Territories, they turned red just during my tries to get over this invisible wall. I didn't enter the Northern Territory, but I was so close to it that the map already got a color. Apart from the fact that you saw the inside of the jaw still be closed, I can show you that I had no fireworks or explosive harpoons, or however this thing is called, while being in the Northern Territories. The point in the game where you get the explosive harpoons or spears, or however you call them, is the mission where you have to break open the jaw. So they are part of that mission, and you're not able to accomplish this task without them. Means the mission in which you break the jaw open has not started yet. The final question is, does it make sense to enter the Northern Territories before you finish the missions that you should finish according to the storyline? If you play the game for the first time, I recommend play the game along the storyline. Maybe it's not necessary to fulfill any little detail from all the things that you can do. For example, make all areas turn into green, and to get rid of all the enemies that you find in these areas, or just do the tasks that are really necessary to follow the story. If you are a little bit like me and say, I don't want to accept the borders that the game sets me, give it a try. But at least one thing you should avoid. Do not enter Pink Eye, which is the last fortress before you get into Gastown. Because when you enter Pink Eye, before the mission has started, which is the mission that actually leads you to get to Pink Eye, you will not be able to leave Pink Eye. You will be locked into the fortress. There will be no way out. And then the only chance you have is to load the last save game. Well, that's it. If you like it, leave me a comment. So long.